Hey everyone, my name is Prat Maripalli. I am a solution engineer at Oracle. Today we're going to be talking about how you can reset your Windows VM password if you happen to have forgotten it or don't have it anymore. So this is how you would reset it. So just to show you, I currently have a Windows VM spun up on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So what I can do from here is I'll show you just connecting to it, just to show you that it actually works. So very clearly I haven't forgotten my password, but in the event that I would have forgotten my password, it wouldn't let me log in. So in an event like this, here are the steps to actually fix that problem. So just as a brief overview of what we'll be doing, we're going to actually stop the instance, and then we're going to terminate the instance while retaining its boot volume in block storage. So once we actually stop the instance, then we're going to terminate it. And do not check this checkbox because we want to retain our boot volume. So now that our instance has been terminated, we can begin actually starting a new instance. So we'll go back, we'll create an instance here. We get a couple of steps. First, I'm just going to call this one Windows Recovery. We're going to change the image to an Ubuntu image. It doesn't necessarily matter which kind of Linux because all of the operations are pretty much the same, but for this purpose I'm just using Ubuntu. Next we have to select a shape. I am just picking this one because this is what my tenancy allows me. I paste an SSH key in and we should be good. We can just create it. Alright, so we'll let this provision. So now that our instance is provisioned, we're actually going to attach the block volume, which was the boot volume of our previous drive. So we're going to do iSCSI. Pick this one. We're going to attach it. So now that we have our attached block volume, we need to get a couple of things up for when we connect. So I'm just going to have this open, but for the meantime, I'm going to open up a terminal and we're going to connect to our instance here. I do actually have to close this. Copy this IP. Okay, so I'm going to connect. All right, so now that we're in our actual Ubuntu instance, we have it in the terminal. We can open up those commands from before and then just have these ready. So what we need to do now is we have to run these commands so that we can actually access our newly attached block volume. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy these. And now that we've done that, it's all good. So from here, we're going to run a couple of commands, and these should be in the video description as well. But we're going to run some commands here. It'll be sudo sfdisk -owl /dev/sdb. Okay, so we should see an output like this. Should be the 4 partitions with the same labels in the type column. Yep. Okay. Next command is sudo ntfsfix /dev/sdb4. Looks like it ran well. Let's do mkdir -p / media / Windows. Oh, so if you hit a permissions error like me, you basically just run this same command, but you give it sudo instead. So now that that worked, we can mount this partition. Mount /dev /sdb4 /media /windows. Oh, this is two different directories. Ah, another error saying only root can do that, so I will do sudo for this as well. Ah, I realized I had a typo here. There. Okay, so now that we've mounted our partition, we're going to install a program called chntpw. So this program actually helps us get to the file that contains the password inside of the Windows installation. So first things first, we're going to run sudo apt update just to get any packages we might be missing. We'll let this run. Okay. Now we can install chntpw. Sudo apt install chntpw. Okay, so now that this is done, we can run the command chntpw /media /windows /windows with a capital W /system32 /config /sam -u -opc. Okay, so now we should see a menu like this. What we're going to do is we want to clear the user password for the user OPC. We're just going to hit 1. Okay. And it should tell us password has been cleared. Let's see. Yep, told us password was cleared and gave us the menu again. I'll just expand this. Now that the password is cleared, let's go ahead and unlock and enable the user account. Okay, gave us unlocked. And that should be it. So we can quit out of this, write the files. Now we have to go to the registry. So this is going to be another chntpw. This time the path is going to be different. So this time it'll be chntpw-e and the path. This command will bring us to the registry editor. So now we're here. We can run the command ls select. Let's run another command. So now that we've ran this command, cd control set 001, this number at the end of control set is determined by the number that you have as your current value. So the value is 1 for my current, so I picked 001. If it were 2, you would pick 002. Okay, so now that we're in here, we'll run another command, ed limit blank password use. Okay, and we're actually going to change this to a hex value of 0. We're going to quit out of this and write the files. Okay, so now that we've done that, let me explain what this actually has done for you. So what we've done is we have cleared the password, so there's no password stored anymore for Windows to check against, and we've also changed a registry entry. This registry entry actually allows Windows to log in without a password. So if we weren't going to do the second step, it would still prompt you for a login, and you wouldn't be able to log in because it would be checking against a blank password that doesn't exist. So you have to allow for the login to be enabled without a password. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and unmount from here. I believe that's also in the iSCSI. Okay, first things first, you will have to run the command sudo umount/media/windows. We'll copy the iSCSI commands in. And we are unmounted. So the final step we need to take here is we need to terminate our instance which we used to recover the password. So in this case, this is the Ubuntu instance we're going to terminate. And we can get rid of the boot volume for this one. So now that we've terminated the Ubuntu instance, we can create a new instance, but this time our image source is going to be the boot volume from before. So this will be the Windows boot volume that we had saved. And in my case, it's this one because this is what it was dated at for its creation. So we're going to go ahead and select that one. Okay. Now that we've selected that, we can change our shape to something that our instance will allow. Go ahead and create. And let's wait for this to provision. So now that our instance is running, let's go ahead and connect to it. So I'll copy this IP here, open up Windows RDP, get rid of the old one. So now this should allow us to log in without a password. There we go. So that concludes how you reset the password on a Windows VM. Once you've gotten access to your instance, be sure that after you've recovered it, you set the registry entry, limit blank password use. Make sure you set that registry entry back to 1. Then this will disable the blank password login, and you can revert your security policy to the original version. This has been Prat Marapali. Thanks for watching.